Hi there, Colin Hall thinking out loud. There are a lot of problems facing this country, and they all revolve in one way, shape or form about the fact that we don't have enough money or won't have enough money to do the things that we want to do in this country. And as big and important as those problems are, I fear that they are going to be much more difficult to solve until we, as a country in general, as a population, can overcome two very big hurdles. I'm going to split those up and do one today and one tomorrow. So what's the first hurdle? The first hurdle is that we seem to want our cake and eat it. Multiple surveys come out that say that the majority of the population want us to spend more money on services, whether that be pensions, other welfare benefits, NHS, defence, etc. We want more money spent. Then when asked whether or not we're prepared to pay more taxes for it, the answer is yes, but. And the but is that the amount of money that people seem to be willing to pay extra is about £50 on average. Now, to put that in context, the average salary in the UK is just under £37,000. So £50 extra equates to 0.15-ish% of additional tax. That would be a tiny increase in the tax rate across the whole country to provide £50 each. And that £50, if you multiply it by the number of people at working age in the UK, works out in the region of 100 million-ish, maybe 200 million, depending on how you calculate it. Now, the current deficit in the UK, the black hole, which Woeful Reads is predicted to have come the autumn statement, is between 20 and 50 billion pounds, depending on which forecast you believe. So that means that the additional taxes that we all say we're willing to pay would go, let's see now, what's the mathematics of that? That would be about 1/40th to 1/100th of the amount of money needed. Clearly not enough. When asked further about closing the gap, we say, well, we want to increase taxes on companies and on the very wealthy, i.e. the sources of growth and profit and money for the country. We want to damage that in order to get more money in. Well, that doesn't work. The reason it doesn't work is because the growth of benefits of the health service, etc., due to things like demographic change, aging population, etc., is due to change at a rate of about 4% per annum for the foreseeable future. And the growth rate in this country is languishing at about 1%. Now, if the current deficit is 20 to 50 billion, and the costs are increasing faster than the revenues could be generated, you can see that it won't be very long in the future until that deficit is 200 billion, and then not much longer after that when it's reaching close to $1 trillion. You can go look these numbers up if you don't believe me. And so the one thing we need for sure in order to do something is growth. And yet taxing companies and taxing the wealthy are the two taxes most likely to slow down growth. So we are stuck with a situation where we want more money spent, but we refuse as individuals to pay it. And until we can get our heads around that contradiction, we are going to be stuck arguing with each other until such time as we end up having to default on our loans, we get the IMF in, and then any choices we want to make about our future, of our economy, will be taken away from us. Don't believe me? It's happened before. 1976, the James Callaghan Labour government had high inflation, a big deficit. They couldn't get any more money in. They had to go to the IMF, and they borrowed 3-4 billion UK pounds, but it came with conditions. The conditions were that they had to cut costs extensively, and they were forced into those cuts. We then had 2 or 3 years of extreme discomfort, the winter of discontent, and it culminated in the election of Margaret Thatcher. So if you don't think it can happen to this country, it definitely can. If you want a Greek-style meltdown, then by all means carry on asking the things that you can't afford. But until this country recognises that you cannot have your cake and eat it, we will keep going round through this cycle and keep having the same debates while things get slowly worse. On that cheery note, ta-da.